Hi, Michael here for another episode of Cuppa Talks. Should probably talk about this gong a little. This is what you commonly see on eBay and other places as a Tibetan gong. It has all the mantra designs and things etched into the face. I don't know if you can kind of see it here. They're not made in Tibet. They're made in Pakistan, most likely, possibly Nepal or India. But just be aware when you are buying things, they don't really tend to make bowls and gongs in Tibet. And if you go to Tibet, you'll find shops full of them saying Tibetan bowls, but that's a buzzword used to sell Tibetan gongs and Tibetan bowls, but they're not brass and bronze workers in Tibet. So let's move on. Interesting experience this week. A video came across my feed, features some well-known players. Like, yeah, let me give a listen to this. And I don't know, it's a fairly long video. I got about 5 minutes in, and it was just like, it was so irritating. I just could not believe it. The sound was so irritating. I had to stop. I just couldn't listen to more. Now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It could be the actual recording, how it was recorded, and whoever recorded it did a terrible job. It could also be partially due to YouTube and their algorithms of compression. They always kind of, you take your time to make the best quality videos and then put them up on YouTube, and they squash the sound and do all kinds of stuff. So it could have been one or the other, or a combination of those two. Or it could have just been, it was irritating noise. I don't know. I'll probably go back and give it another listen. Sometimes things will hit you wrong the first time, and then you go back and you go, oh, yeah. Just like a food. The first time you taste something, you might not like it, and you taste it again, you go, oh, that's pretty good. So I will give it the benefit of the doubt and listen again. But the big thing that struck me is just it was irritating. I had my AirPod Pros in, which I use for listening to a lot of stuff because it's actually a quality sound. And I just wanted to pull them out of my ears. It's just like, it's irritating. It was so offensive to my ears. It was almost like chalk on a blackboard, that screechy sort of sound. And I don't understand it. Very good players, excellent equipment. I don't know. Just didn't jive with me. And that can happen, you might watch one of my performance videos and hate it because it just doesn't align with your ideas of gongs and sound or how you hear things. And that's okay, I guess, there's room for everybody, and that's a big part, is to find your people, the people who align with what you do. And I think that's important. Don't try to appeal to everybody out there, because that's just not going to work. And trying to appeal to everybody, you will end up appealing to nobody because you water down what you do. If you're like, oh, I got to get some planet gongs, appeal to the planet gong people. And I have to get crystal bowls, so I got to appeal to the crystal bowl people. And I got to get singing bowls, and I got to get a big foot bowl to appeal to those people. And don't bother. And I've seen people do that and try to, try to figure it out on that sort of a logical level, and try to anticipate what people would want and how they could do that to become bigger, better, badder, you know, get more clicks and more likes, get more people at their sessions. I don't know. To me, that's just not the way to do it. I think you should be true to yourself. And if you don't believe in what you're doing, then stop doing it. Okay? If you got your gear together and you're playing sessions and you're like you don't believe in it, then don't do it. Just do it at home or sell all your gear and stop completely. Or better yet, figure out how to do something that you can believe in. I think that's the most important thing. When people come to our sessions, the minute they walk in the door, they are putting their trust in us. They are trusting that we can deliver some sort of a thing that they will like, that will give them what they've come for, what they need. Now, if you built up some sort of a reputation, I've got a bit of a reputation out there, better or worse, depending on who you talk to. People come to my sessions because they kind of know what to expect. And I don't just show up and throw them a whole curveball of doing something completely different, because that I know people are coming because they've seen me before, and they're coming because they know what to expect. Now, I might switch out instruments, incorporate new things, different things. I buy a new instrument and incorporate that into what I'm doing. But I try not to misplace their trust and give them something completely different that won't fit why they came to see me. It's like if I showed up and had no gongs, and just had cymbals and bells and rattles, and not even one gong, I could do a session, yeah. But I think people would miss the gonginess because I'm known for gongs. Go figure. But it's important to trust yourself, trust what you're doing, and most of all, believe in what you are doing. Now, it's possible you can believe in what you're doing and nobody else will like it. Nobody else will go along with it. People won't show up at your sessions. That's totally possible. But the most important thing is you have to trust in yourself. Trust in what you're doing and believe in what you are doing. Even if some people don't like it, you still have to believe in it, especially if people do like it. Like I said, you just can't get everybody to love what you do. We're all different. Think of a band or a singer that you really like. Now think of a friend of yours who doesn't like that same band or singer, okay? Are they wrong? Are they a bad person because they don't like the same music as you? No, they just have different tastes, different needs. It's no different with sound work. Everybody has different tastes and needs. People tend to find the sound workers that they like and that provide for them what they need. But you got to be true to yourself and you've got to believe in it. I mean, you just can't throw together a bunch of gear and go out and play sessions and think, yeah, I'm just doing this. I'm making money and I'm just doing this and I don't really care. That's not going to last long because people will be able to see through your inauthenticity. They will be able to tell. They might come once or twice, but then the numbers will dwindle. I believe in everything that I do. I mean, this is what I do. I've been a musician for almost my whole life, making sounds. This is what I do. On my resume, it's like sound maker, I mean, when people ask me, what do I do? I say, I make sounds. That's what I do. And I believe in it, and I believe in the sounds that I make. They're very important to me. And because I believe in them and they're important to me, that belief transmits to others and they believe in them. And my sounds become important to them. So there's this trust level there. This is so important, and you don't ever want to break that trust level between you and your people. Like I said, if I showed up with a whole different sort of thing, maybe I just came with a monochord and 2 crystal bowls and, and a rattle, they'd be like, where's the gongs? Where's the gongs? You're the gong guy. Where's the gongs? I might be able to do a really cool session, but they go, where's the gongs? That's sort of my reputation. So I always bring gongs. Besides, I love gongs and I believe in the sound of the gongs. So my trust is in these instruments. But I also bring bowls and bells and shakers and rattles and sometimes other things, maybe a waterphone. I bring a buffalo drum. I bring all kinds of things, but they all fit in with everything. So it becomes one unified instrument, really, not a set or a collection, but it's a unified whole. And I trust it and I believe in it. And I'm very thankful that people have put their trust in me. Like I'll be playing tomorrow afternoon. People will come, probably mostly returning people, maybe some new people who've never experienced my sounds before. But they're putting their trust in me. They walk in that door, they put their yoga mat and blankets on the floor, they lay down, and they trust in what I'm going to do. So I have to believe in it in order to honor that trust. And that's all I want to say, really. I think that's important. I don't think anybody ever talks about it. I mean, people talk about how to play the gong and how to hold the mallet and how to do this and that, and I do that, but I like to talk about the other things, the unspoken things. And I don't even see people writing about these things either, in Facebook posts or other social media. But that's important. Believe in what you do. And if you don't, stop doing it and do something else. I mean, that's happened to me. I played drums in bands since I was 12, and I stopped playing probably like 40 years later or something. I just said, I don't believe in playing drums in bands anymore. This doesn't do it for me. I don't want to do it. So around 2000, I stopped. I was like, I'm done. And it's only a couple of occasions I've actually played drums in a band since then. But it's like, I didn't believe in that sound model anymore. I believed in this more. Moved completely into this. So again, if you don't like what you're doing and you don't believe in what you're doing, then just stop. Go do something else that you do believe in. Okay? That's really important. You have to honor yourself with that, and you especially have to honor the others, people coming to see you. Okay. Thanks for listening to my Cuppa rant today. Hope you have a great week. Get outside, listen to nature. It's your best way to learn about sound. Okay? Thanks.